Let's say it out loud, failure. It's a heavy word, isn't it? A word that makes your heart sink, your shoulders drop, your thoughts spiral. We've all tasted it. Whether it was the job you didn't get, the relationship that fell apart, the business that collapsed, the exam you failed, or the dream that slipped through your fingers, failure is something no one is spared from. But here's the truth, failure is not the enemy. It is, in fact, the most honest friend you'll ever have. I want to tell you something that I hope will echo within you long after this speech ends. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the pathway to it. Think of every great name that history reveres. Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before perfecting the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey, fired from her first job in television and told she was unfit for TV. Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter ever saw a shelf. These are not stories of defeat. These are stories of perseverance. These are stories of human beings who embraced failure, not as an end, but as an invitation to rise. So why are we so afraid of failing? From the time we are children, we are conditioned to avoid mistakes. We are graded on getting things right, praised when we succeed, and often ridiculed or punished when we fall short. Society trains us to believe that our worth is attached to our wins. That to stumble is to be weak. That to lose is to be less. But I ask you, when did you ever grow from winning alone? Real growth happens when life punches you in the gut and you choose to stand up anyway. When your plans fall apart and you build something better from the ruins. When the world says, no, and you still say, yes, to yourself. Failure is not a verdict, it's a teacher. And it teaches you what success never could. It teaches you humility, the kind that reminds you that you don't know everything and never will. It teaches you resilience, the kind that refuses to quit no matter how bruised you are. It teaches you creativity, because when plan A explodes, you're forced to invent plan B, C, or Z. Failure strips away your ego, your assumptions, and your illusions. It leaves you with something raw, something real, your true self. The version of you who is willing to face discomfort, to bleed, to sweat, to cry, but not to quit. Let me tell you a story. Several years ago, a young man started a business he was passionate about. He invested every dollar he had, maxed out his credit cards, worked endless nights. And it failed. Not just a little, it crashed. He lost everything. His savings, his confidence. For weeks, he couldn't get out of bed. He felt like the world had closed its doors on him. He believed he was a failure. That young man was me. But in that quiet, dark valley of despair, I began to listen. Not to the critics, not to the fear, but to the truth buried under the rubble. I had dared. I had risked. I had tried. And that was something most people never do. From that failure, I learned more than I ever did in school, from books, or from any motivational poster. I learned how to manage finances better. How to ask for help. How to balance passion with planning. But more importantly, I learned how to believe in myself again, when there was nothing left to prove I should. That failure didn't break me. It built me. So if you're sitting here today feeling broken, ashamed, or lost because something didn't work out, listen to me carefully, you are not broken. You are becoming. You are being shaped by the fire, and yes, it hurts. But fire doesn't just burn, it also refines. Just as gold is purified by flame, your strength is forged in adversity. If you are failing, it means you are trying. If you are trying, you are growing. And if you are growing, then you are exactly where you are meant to be. But here's the challenge. Don't just experience failure, embrace it. Don't brush it off. Don't bury it. Don't pretend it didn't matter. Instead, examine it. Ask yourself, what did I learn? How can I do better? Where can I grow? Embracing failure means removing its stigma. It means talking about it openly. Owning it with pride. It means saying, yes, I failed. And I'm still here. Because failing doesn't make you a failure. Quitting on yourself does. Every scar, every setback, every rejection is a chapter in your story. And what makes your story powerful is not how perfect it is, it's how real, how human, how earned it is. Look around you. Every person here has failed. Some of us are failing right now. And that's okay. Because this isn't the end of the road. It's just a curve, a detour, a plot twist. So to the dreamers who've been discouraged, to the artists rejected, the students who didn't pass, the entrepreneurs whose ventures didn't take off, the parents who feel they've fallen short, you are not alone. You are not your mistakes. You are your courage to continue. You are your willingness to try again. You are your refusal to let failure be your final chapter. In Japan, there is an art called kintsugi. It is the practice of repairing broken pottery with gold. The idea is not to hide the cracks, but to highlight them. To honor them. To say, this piece is more beautiful for having been broken. So let us become like Kintsugi. Let us not hide our failures. Let us wear them like golden scars that show we were brave enough to risk, to hurt, and to heal. Let me leave you with this. Success is sweet, but it is shallow without struggle. You want to build something that matters. You want to live a life of meaning, impact, purpose. Then get comfortable with falling, with stumbling, with failing, again and again, until one day, you don't. Because in the end, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. So rise, stand tall, and embrace failure, for in doing so, you embrace your power. Thank you.